After joining Google in 2004, Sundar Pichai became the chief executive officer of Google in 2015. After the creation of Alphabet, Google's parent group, it took Sundar just 4 years to become the chief executive officer of Alphabet. Despite his meteoric rise from the populous city of Chennai in India to the height of the tech industry, Sundar has still managed to be one of the most liked CEOs in Silicon Valley. In this video, we'll be looking at what a day in Sundar Pichai's life looks like. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see why he has a 96% approval rating on Glassdoor and is known as the Mr. Nice Guy of Silicon Valley.
You're a nice guy.
Welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Morning routines. The sun rises. Sundar wakes up between 6:30 and 7 a.m. in the morning. This is just around Elon Musk's and Mark Zuckerberg's 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. respective wake-up times. But it's not as early as Jeff Bezos and Tim Cook, who wake up by 5 a.m. and 3:45 a.m. respectively. Compared to Tim Cook, Sundar Pichai's 7 a.m. wake-up time is pretty fair and pretty normal. What's not normal, though, is the CEO of Alphabet, the company that's supposed to lead us into the paperless age, reading his news from a newspaper every morning. That's right, Mr. Sundar reaches for a print copy of the daily Wall Street Journal to digest business news and updates. However, he does also check the New York Times online as well. Next, he takes his breakfast, which is usually an omelet. Seems pretty basic or boring, but the natural combination of nutrients like choline, tryptophan, vitamin B12, and iron all help in reducing anxiety risk and depression, as well as aiding sleep. Not to mention it helps with weight management. So it's no wonder that Sundar has a healthy, slim build, and is in a good state of mind to run one of the most important companies in the history of humanity. He also adds that he likes to maintain his very English habit of drinking a cup of tea in the morning. This English habit being the effect of Indian colonization by the British. According to Pichai, I'm not a morning person, so I need my time with my paper and tea to wake up and kind of get going. So he doesn't work out in the morning. Instead, he picks out a casual but put-together outfit that has once been described as Banana Republic Dad. Meetings. Unlike Elon Musk, who has strict restrictions on his meetings, or Jeff Bezos, who likes to have his meetings only in the morning, Sundar Pichai is always ready to attend meetings that are necessary. In fact, he sometimes takes meetings on the go when he can. It is said that he can wander away during a meeting if a problem that needs solving is posed, only to come back in a short time with a solution that the team can discuss. This is because Sundar claims that he loves to pace when working on something. I love to pace, and actually to think I have to start walking. Apparently, during meetings, he has the habit of keeping quiet and waiting for everyone to speak while he listens. At the end of the comments, he then throws out ideas that people could work on. Interaction with work and employees. Sundar Pichai's meeting style of listening before talking is just a reflection of his leadership style, which everyone loves. In fact, an ex-Google employee, Martine Hooft, who worked as a technical program manager under the Sundar-run Android department, had this to say: "If there's anybody that could take over as CEO one day, I would see Sundar as being a great choice for doing that." That was in 2014, just a year before Sundar Pichai actually got appointed as the CEO of Google. Hooft explained this by comparing Sundar with the former CEOs, saying that Larry is not afraid of setting an audacious goal, whereas I think Sundar is more of a great operator. He can assemble the team, he can appoint the right people, and he's the one that makes it happen. That's not to say that Sundar doesn't have any product vision, current projects. And we do know that Sundar does have product vision simply by recalling some of the new features that were discussed in Google's I/O keynote in May 2021. This includes improvements to the Google search bar and its function, as well as their research and development interests in things like Lambda AI and Sycamore, Google's quantum computer. Lambda AI stands for Language Model for Dialogue Applications and is built on the novel neural network for language understanding called Transformer. Using deep learning AI, it makes interactions with technology more natural, real, and meaningful. Plus, you can even simulate conversations with people and things that are not really there. For example, if you wanted to know how Sundar Pichai spends his day, you could simply ask, well, Sundar Pichai on your device. You could even simulate a conversation with a paper plane, or let Pluto defend itself on being or not being an actual planet. With Google Sycamore, it's a whole new game of bringing in a new way of processing data that our current computers aren't used to. Google recently achieved quantum supremacy by performing calculations on its quantum computer called Sycamore. However, Sundar and the team are constantly working on developing an error-corrected quantum computer with enough quantum bits that will be able to surpass the computational power of the universe in theory. We'd be able to solve complex problems on drugs, financial analysis, and security. Office and lunch. Sundar's office space has been described as being clean to the point of being Spartan. This is important as it eliminates clutter, thereby reducing the amount of things that you can possibly be distracted by. It's kind of similar to Mark Zuckerberg's decision to wear just gray t-shirts, jeans, and sneakers every day to work. According to Mark, it helps him have fewer decisions to make so that he can actually focus on the most important ones. And we can see that it works for both Mark and Sundar. When it comes to lunch, as a vegetarian, Sundar is also a nice guy to animals, except, when he eats their unborn babies in the morning. Evening routine. When Sundar is done with work, he heads straight home, and unlike a lot of the richest CEOs in the world, he makes it a rule not to take work home. In fact, he doesn't test Google prototypes in his home as well.
I do the prototypes at work, try to keep things simple at home.
His home is an almost 10,000 square foot mansion situated on just over 3 acres of land in Los Altos Hills, California. Observers have called the house modest for someone of his caliber. But we're sure Sundar is satisfied with his infinity pool and other amazing features of the house that he and his family can enjoy. And sometimes he also engages in some of his favorite recreational activities like cricket and soccer. He has said that when he does any workout, he does it at night when he's back from work. He lives in the home with his wife, Anjali Pichai, and their 2 kids. Oh, and they have a dog named Jeffrey, too. Sundar strives to get back home to tuck his kids in every night by himself. This is a promise he made to himself back in 2015. When he's done for the day, Sundar goes to sleep.